Welcome back. In the previous part, we made a fire. Then we got attacked. Then we got saved, but then attacked. And then we kind of found an airship at the bottom of the ocean. Anyway, Riku told us that Zanarkand, our city, was destroyed 1,000 years ago. But it's not time travel, because there's so many people around the interwebs that get confused. This game does not feature time travel, okay?
You said... you play Blitzball?
Uh-huh.
You know, you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca? Huh.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise. You'd rather stay here? Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait here. Oh, and one thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Zanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Oh, uh-huh.
Why was there no subtitles then? Strange.
My Zanarkand? Some kind of holy place? Yeah, right, I thought. Since when? Yevon? Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place, that I could go back in a day or two. But 1,000 years into the future? No way!
Correct.
Whoa!
It's that line that confuses people. Not time travel, okay? Not time travel.
Etonic!
Whoa! Ah!
He just keeps getting himself in trouble.
Riku! Blitzball!
Hey, you okay?
Hey!
And here's where we're gonna get some dodgy voices, by the way. You'll see what I mean when we speak to Wakka.
Yo. Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
you play for?
The Zanarkand Abes.
Oh, yeah, that's something like that.
What team you say again?
I meant, forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you. But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon. All right, back to practice. I'm Wakka, coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs, brother. What, you hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
I do like his hospitality. He's straight on like they're like, oh, you're hungry? Let's go get some food. It's like, I do like Wakka. Now, the voice acting isn't actually the issue in this game, because it's like, I've known this for a long while. It's something I've looked up previously, etc. It's like, Wakka, when you first met him there, he's like, his line, he's like, you wanna do that again? Something like that. It's like, you wanna show me again? It's something like that. And the reason that is the way that is, there's loads of chests around, I'm going after them, by the way. The reason that is the directing was basically, it's like, it had to match the Japanese scenes. They didn't re-edit it for English, is my understanding of the situation. So it's sort of like, well, that's kind of, it's gonna be bad as a result, because everything's gonna be a bit dodgy, because it's like, the languages do not match timing one-to-one, basically, so you end up with, sometimes they have to stretch out the scenes, like that one just then, and sometimes they have to say something really fast. You'll hear one good example later, let's put it like that.
I felt like I could trust this Wakka, so I just had to ask. It's true Zanarkand was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Zanarkand along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, Sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Wakka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
But you from the Zanarkand Ruins, that was a good one, huh? Hey, I'm not saying that team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Wakka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better. Maybe.
Maybe. But you can see why people got it stuck in their head that it could have been time travel. But it's not.
Hey, it's this way.
Well, alright then. It's just, stuff comes up later that explains how it's not time travel, but people interpreted it wrong.
Huh?
I mean, that could have easily killed him.
What's the big idea?
I mean, if he hit the ground wrong, I say the ground, like the water wrong, I suppose he would have hit the ground like the water bed. Is it a river? That's the thing, like the river bed. We'll go with river. It's like, it could have easily, like, broken his neck or something like that. It's just incredibly dangerous what he just did. And it just shrugged off as like, isn't that funny? It's like, no. No, that's bad, what you just did. That's incredibly bad. And yes, Wakka attacks with a Blitzball. With a Blitzball. Which is a very interesting weapon, especially one you get later. It's just, it's covered in spikes, is the best way to put it. Oh, missed that. There we go. Yeah, it's covered in spikes, and the way he holds it, it's like it would be digging into his torso. I probably will get it at one point, but it's just like, we're talking like massive spikes. Like saw blade sort of look to it. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just very strange. Very strange. But I like the idea that he's just throwing a giant ball at things. It's just like, it's basically like a volleyball is his weapon. Is just a volleyball. It's just so strange. Do, 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 do. I do need to talk about my trip down to London at some point, but again, it's like I know that we're gonna come out of the water soon, so it's like it's not a good point for actually me talking about that. It's just like, ow. It's just so strange playing this again. Usually I do it every year at some point. Play this game, because it's like I said at the start, it was my favorite game. I mean, before that, it was Final Fantasy VII. It took me a long time to appreciate Final Fantasy X on the level that I do. And it was actually the music that made me do that, because I started to understand, like, the lyrics to one of the songs later on, which I will explain once we get to that song. But at the moment, it's like, I'm not going to say anything.
Let me go!
Got a favor to ask you.
You want me on your team, right?
Hmm? A major Blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on, come on!
Sure thing.
Dude, our team is gonna rock, eh?
It's those little moments like that that I like, Tidus.
I thought then that Blitzball and Sin were the only two things that Spira and Zanarkand had in common. I wasn't too far off either.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10 years, and we never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right. So, after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game.
10 years without a single win will do that.
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. Long as we play our best. If we give it our all, I can walk away happy.
No. If I say, what's our goal? You say, victory! When you play in a Blitzball tournament, you play to win.
Victory? You're serious?
I mean, what's the point otherwise? It's like, oh, we'll do our best. No. We've got to win. You play to win. It's just, I don't know.
Ah, the one from the sea.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
After surviving your run-in with Sin, 'twould be a shame if something happened now.
It would.
Who are they?
Luzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Crews of what?
What, you forgot that too? Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Cool. About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a lodge in a village.
It's something I like about Final Fantasy X. The world feels very realized.
Besaid village.
They got any food there?
We'll get you something over there later. Take a look around first. Let's see. The Crusaders' lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Gata are usually there. All right. Over here.
Huh? What's up?
You do remember the prayer, right?
I don't know any prayers.
Of course I'd never prayed before in my life. Not that he would know that.
You must have forgot or something. Here, I'll show you. Go ahead, you try. Not bad. Okay, now go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any Blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the Blitzball sign for victory.
Yeah, that's the issue I was having earlier. I wanted to call it prayer, and it's like, that kind of gives away something that happens a bit later, so I don't want to do that yet. That's it, just loot the place. Right, we'll run around, raid everything that we can. Like the bit down here where there's chests. So that would just do that right in front of a guy. Don't worry about me, mate. I see your secret stash here, and, it's now mine. Hi, potion! No, still nothing. Nothing. Just so rude. Just so rude. Right, let's go into the Crusaders' lodge. Speak to these two.
Hey, you! You were attacked by Sin, right? Recently, was it?
I think so.
So, Sin can't be far, right? You're not hiding anything, are you?
Why would I?
If Sin's nearby, it'll attack the island for sure. But it hasn't. I wonder why.
I'm sorry. I really don't know anything. To tell the truth, I don't even know what the Crusaders are.
You're kidding, right?
Sin, the toxin. Gotta tell him who we are.
Yes, sir! The Crusaders are sworn to battle Sin. We have chapters throughout Spira, accepting all who wish to join our struggle. The hero Mihen formed the Crusaders 800 years ago as the Crimson Blades. Later, our ranks grew and we called ourselves the Crusaders. We've been fighting Sin ever since.
What? You've been fighting 800 years and you still haven't beat it?
Well, we've steered Sin away from towns many times. And that's all we can do. Nobody's ever been able to defeat it. Our mission as Crusaders is to protect the temples, towns, villages, and people of Spira.
So, then whose job is it to defeat Sin?
Is Sin's toxin really this bad, sir?
It does seem rather bad. We could just tell you, but I think it better for you to try and remember. Go pray at the temple. Perhaps Yevon will help you regain your memory.
I mean, it's technically possible. Magic does exist in this world, so, you know. There's a doggy! Woof? No? You're the talk of the town, you know. World travels fast in a village this size. Yeah, there's like 3 people here. Well, there's a bit more than 3, but Still.
It was then, standing in that place, I began to realize how different this world was from my own.
Yeah, it is a bit different. I love this. This Hymn of the Faith is what it's called, by the way. It's so nice.
Ten years have passed since Lord Braska became High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
Oh, what's a High Summoner? I got too close to Sin's, toxin. It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. Funny, and a little sad.
The Summoners are practitioners of a sacred art, sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become Summoners, who call forth entities of great power, the Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayers and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men, or something like that, I figured.
Yeah, you put that a bit simply, but still. Pray hard and the toxin will surely release its grip on you. Doubt it, because he has no clue what's going on. But remember, still not time travel. It's just I want to make that point so abundantly clear. It is not time travel. There's Wakka.
Sorry, man. No time for lunch yet. Take a nap. You look pushed.
Oh, yeah, I'll take a nap. A lovely little nap. And I might actually do that myself. No, I think I'll actually get some food. I could do with some sausage sandwiches. Lovely. With a bit of sauce. Tomato sauce.
You could at least go see how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been nearly.
My god, it's been nearly.
But it's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Thank you.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
But he might die.
Fine, let him.
Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
Creepy ghost child was in that scene, by the way.
Wakka?
Of course he's disappeared. How long of a nap did we have? That's the question. I mean, this could be like the next day. Doom 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 doom. It's around somewhere. There.
Is something wrong?
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
Well, apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
There's a room in there called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner. Remember?
So someone is in there somewhere and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
A day's already gone by.
Is it particularly dangerous in there?
Sometimes, yes.
Why don't you go in and help?
There's already guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden.
Hey, but what if something happens? What if the summoner dies?
The precepts must be obeyed.
Like I care.
Like I said, he's a bit of a prick at this point.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
But you see, future Tidus did point out, like, yeah, I was an idiot. So it's like, he gets better. He gets better. But anyway, we're gonna end this part here, and in the next part we'll actually start doing the Cloister of Trials. So we'll see you in the next part when I start reading this bit, I suppose. Ta-ta for now!